Welcome to The Priority Shift, a podcast dedicated to focusing on your true priorities, both personal and professional, using the 80/20 method. I'm your host, Christina Walker. Let's dive in. Episode 27, Today We See the Moon. Today, April 6, 2026, we will have 3 U.S. and 1 Canadian astronaut, the closest to the moon in decades. They will also be the first 4 people to have traveled the furthest away from Earth ever. What an amazing experience for them and the world to see. This is one of those pivotal moments in history where we have the chance to shape the next generation of students that are watching. I personally have always really loved science and loved to do experiments when I was a kid. The school that I went to as a kid did not have a strong science or math foundation, but I still loved those experiments on my own. I was also always an A or an AB student into middle school and then into high school. My sophomore year of high school, my math teacher handed me a form to apply for a 2-week engineering summer program. He thought I would be a good fit for it. I had no idea what an engineer was, and honestly, it didn't interest me. I had shared this with my parents that he had given me the form, and my parents made me fill it out and send it in. I received a rejection letter a few months later, which was something that I was unbothered by since I didn't want to go anyways. I casually forgot to mention this to my parents. My mom instead received a phone call from the program letting her know that I had been accepted, and when she let me know, I informed her that she was mistaken and I had received a letter saying that I was rejected. Seeing as I was a 16-year-old and my mom was the parent, I went to said engineering program. I am so thankful, though, that I was forced to go. That entire summer camp changed the trajectory of my life. I had informed the director of the program that he has 2 weeks to convince me to be an engineer, or I would continue on my path of becoming a teacher. Clearly it worked because after that program I had changed and decided I wanted to become an engineer. I love the material science portion of the program, and the professor that helped me the most ended up being the professor that always believed in me the most through school too. His daughter also became one of my roommates in college. Not only did my life projection and career projection change in those 2 weeks, but I also met my future husband, even though I didn't know it at the time. We ran into this nice family as also trying to figure out where the entrance to the program was, and it happened to be my future in-laws. My now husband was an incredibly kind person even then. He made me not feel so out of place at that summer camp and became one of my first friends. The students here are what probably comes to mind when you think of engineers. A little nerdy, incredibly smart, and really good at math. None of those skills were things that I felt like I possessed. Today, 4 astronauts will get to see the dark side of the moon. They have trained and overcome immense obstacles. But it is not just those 4. It is an entire team of people behind them. The engineers, the scientists, managers, leaders, and even janitorial crew behind them that makes what can feel like impossible possible. Today is a reminder to breathe possibility into our younger generation, to encourage and believe in them to reach for the moon, because we have just shown them that today we can even surpass that. Thanks for listening, and make sure to leave us a 5-star review on your favorite listening platform, and share this with a friend, colleague, or manager. Find more info at PriorityShiftSolutions.com and reach out to Christina directly to get started with coaching and applying the 80/20 method.